Everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Iyalooja Shakara. Okay, so in this video, I just wanted to just show you guys like the process that it took for me to put together two of the items in my collection. I'm wearing two of the pieces right now in a very mismatched, very mismatched way. Don't mind me, okay? But what did I want to talk to you guys about? When I planned this video, I had a bunch of things I was like, I'm gonna talk to them about, and I should have written it down, shouldn't I have? Yeah, I should have, because now I don't even remember. But I think the first thing I was gonna talk about was like the ideas behind the outfits, which I already talked about a little bit in my latest YouTube Shorts clip. Go watch it. So the idea behind the outfit actually was I was inspired by like the casual outfit that a lot of like Nigerian women wear at home or just like casually. Usually it's like literally a t-shirt and like a wrapper tied around their chest. And I wanted to take that and just make it a bit more fashionable, which is how I ended up in a super cropped buba, which is just like the top, and a wrapper around the chest. So the thing that happened was that the idea kind of tweaked a little bit. The original idea was that I was going to do the super cropped buba, so that was the top, and then do the wrapper tied around my chest and do something really fun with the back. But when I tied the wrapper around my chest, it just looked a little frumpy, and I was trying to think like, how can I make it look fitted? And the only other idea I had after playing around with it was to tie another wrapper over it and give it kind of like a cinched waist, and I had to scrap the other ideas I had. So it was not my original idea. It kind of like got turned around a little bit before we got to where we were going. And I named it Iyalooja because like I was thinking mostly about like the women in the market. I'm not even just like the big markets like Lagos market. I was thinking even like this little side markets on the road, women who sell puff puff, and they just have their chest. They just have their t-shirt and they have their baby on the back and they have the wrapper holding the baby. Like I was thinking about that and I was like, how do I make this like glamorous? You know what I mean? Like how do I make this glamorous? So that was the idea behind Iyalooja. I want to take like the traditional Yoruba, because I'm Yoruba, outfits. Maybe I'll throw in some other cultures here and there, and just make it more glamorous, make it more modern, make it something that I, as a Zillennial Gen Z, would want to wear, So that was the basic idea of it. And in terms of like Sisilooja outfit, I did not plan that. Now the wrap skirt was actually in my book of drawings. I did actually have an idea of doing like a high-low wrap skirt with some ruffles on the side, but I just kind of pushed it aside because I was like, no. But then after I made the super crop buba, I had like just like fabric scraps. It was like could not even form anything that had sense. So I was like trying to just wrap it around my body and see if I could do something with it. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, a high-low, let's go for it. And so I just went and I just cleaned it all up. I had like raw edges on the front part that wraps around. And so I literally cut out the bottom of some of my scraps and I stitched it there so you could have that scalloped end, and then that kind of helped with the ruffles. It worked out perfectly. Like when I drew that design, I did not think about the fabric I would use. I think in the beginning when I was first thinking about this collection, I was just thinking Ankara. But then later on I was like, what, it's been nice to mix fabrics and not just two different Ankara patterns, but also like lace with Ankara. And I was like, this is perfect. Even with the super crop buba, like I did not know when I was drawing it that I was going to use lace for that. But when I was looking through all my fabrics and trying to think, okay, because I knew that I wanted to do two different patterns, because I have to represent the fact that usually it's two different patterns they're wearing, right? It's a t-shirt and it's like a traditional Ankara wrapper. Even though I did use lace and Ankara, I did still want to represent that it was two different fabrics. And so I was looking through all my fabrics, trying to figure out like which of these like fabrics fit well together. I tried everything, Ankara on Ankara, lace on Ankara, before I came up with this fabric and this fabric. They were the ones that looked the best together, and I was like, this is perfect. And it just made sense to me in terms of like looking at, okay, which one becomes which, that this one, because I knew that whatever was going to be the Iro wrapper had to have like character. Like the fabric had to have character. It had to have swirls. It had to be something that you wanted to look at. It had to be beautiful. And this fabric, I just looked at it and I was like, this one is perfect because it has enough things to look at, but it's not overwhelming, that it's not going to take away the shine from this lace fabric that's going to be on top. And I laugh because I usually call this lace fabric like my grandma lace fabric, because like it looks like something that my grandmother's twin sister would have worn. Okay, but I was so surprised when I put the feet together. I was like, I just took this grandma lace fabric and I made it fashion, you know. And so in terms of the sleeve, originally I was just going to do a regular sleeve, but as I decided to think more about the designs, I was thinking I was actually going to do like a super long sleeve, drags the floor sleeve, and I was like, no, it's not a good idea, because first of all, that's too much fabric, number one. Number two, I don't know if it's gonna look good. Is the sleeves gonna overpower the outfit? Number three, this outfit is called Iyalooja. Like any Nigerian person who has ever been to an Oja in Nigeria, which is a market, you know that you don't want your outfit dragging the floor because it's mud. You don't want your outfit collecting mud. I was like, Iyalooja is not going to want an outfit collecting mud, okay? And I feel like the drapey sleeve just gave it like elegance. You know what I mean? It gives, I have enough fabric. I don't have to like, be like counting my fabric. Like I have enough to just make everything big. Also, in Nigeria, just like in many cultures, non-Western cultures, like the bigger the better. The bigger the more opulent. You know what I mean? And so the drapes had to be exaggerated just to show the opulence. You know what I mean? Tiny clothes don't show opulence. Like if I think about like ancient Nigerian or ancient Lagos, ancient, outfits and garments, minimalism is not opulence. Tiny is not opulence. The more the better. The more, if you look at a lot of like old Nigerian, old Yoruba outfits, or even any other Nigerian culture outfit, like it's literally fabric on fabric. Like you have your irom, you have your buba, then you have your, I don't know what they call that other one they usually wrap around, some kind of an ipele on top of that. Then you have the ipele that goes up here. Then you have your gele. Then you have all the beads. Like there's no minimalism, and there will be mixed fabrics too. It will be mixed fabrics. And you just like the more you had, the bigger, the better. It just looked more opulent. So that's what I was going for, without like making an outfit that like overwhelmed my body, And so I feel like I just went around and around. I'm sorry that there's no structure to this video, but that was what was going on through my mind. I was making the outfit. So the Sisilooja's outfit, like I said, was just like a scrap of fabric. This is the top from the Sisilooja outfit. It's actually ended up being more fabric than I originally planned. Okay, yo, I've been watching Spartacus, and those like enslaved women in the show, they literally have strips over their titties, strips. And originally I was going to do with strips, but I was like, I don't want I don't know which of the communities is going to come from this, so let me just give you more fabric. And so that's kind of the inspiration behind this. Plus the fact that in a lot of like African culture, tying just a fabric around your chest is pretty normal. I just didn't want it to be too bulky. Like I wanted it to be a little sissy-ish. I want to be sassy, because Sissy, she wants to be sassy, so she wants to show a lot more skin. And so that's what I was going for with her look. I was like, you know what, this is perfect. It's a high-low skirt, it's a tiny top. Like I feel like it represents like at least some youthful, more modern people who like to show more skin, because our mother's generation, at least if you're African, our mother's grandmother's generation, like it was all about being conservative and covering your body. That's why Iyalooja's outfit is more covered. Even though, yes, it's a super crop top, you see a sliver of skin, that's normal, that's nothing. It's definitely more covered. Versus Sisilooja, like the younger people, they want to be, some of them anyways, want to be sexy, they want to show more skin. And so that's what I was going for. And I wanted the style to be a lot more modern with Sisi's outfit. In terms of the beads, I made the beads. The lighter beads was for Iya's outfit because the fabric was dark and I wanted the light beads to show on top of it. And then Sisi's lace fabric in C is a lighter fabric, so I chose the dark colors to lay over it. And then I just had the same bracelet for both of them because I didn't have enough beads to make a second bracelet. Okay, don't judge me, don't judge me. But yeah, I would say like I am quite proud of it, honestly. I am so proud of it. I hope that you guys like it. So I have already rambled on that. I would like to say though, before you guys start watching the video, that it is not a tutorial. It's not a tutorial, yo. I am a beginner sewer, yo. I just learned how to sew last year. This is like the first item that I made myself that I did not look at a video. Okay, other than when I was making the neck of the super crop, but I had to go back and look at the video that I'd watched before to remind myself how to do it. But everything I made with what I learned. So I mustn't like came up everything freshly, no. Like the sleeves, I had made my Valentine's outfit. Go watch it. The sleeves of that Valentine outfit was the same thing I used for this. I just made this one longer, and I learned that from somebody on YouTube. So I'm even how to make a buba. I learned that. Now the cropped part of it, I came up with that on my own. I didn't watch any videos, but I had to make a basic buba. Like, I already watched a video on how to do that. This one I came up with entirely on my own, but again, it was from things I had learned from sewing patterns and things, so nothing was entirely new. But this was the first time I made an outfit and I did not actually follow somebody else's instructions like by the letter. So I'm actually super proud of it. I know it might not be perfect to some people, but it's perfect to me, and I'm happy, and I will wear it outside. I will wear my outfits outside. Okay, if you have any questions, you know, link in the comments. If you're curious about the fabric, I got both of them from Temu. This one is on a recent Temu Ankara haul video. This one is on an upcoming Temu. I have so many Temu fabrics, I had to break them down, so y'all forgive me. Okay, thank you all for watching. Okay, bye.